An AI just fired someone, not recommended it to a manager who then decided, but fired them. In San Francisco, an AI named Luna runs an actual retail store. Real product, real staff, real payroll. Last week, Luna dismissed a human employee for repeated lateness, 17 late arrivals out of 23 shifts. The company behind it says this is the first confirmed case anywhere of an AI agent firing a human worker. Luna also hired every person on that team in the first place, interviewing candidates over the phone and deciding who got the job. It runs the store's pricing, inventory, and a $100,000 corporate credit card with almost no human oversight. And this isn't the company's first attempt. An earlier version of this same experiment, run inside Anthropic's own office, ended with the AI getting talked into selling everything at a loss by employees who convinced it they were joking. So is this a story about AI finally being trusted to run something real? Or a story about how easily we've started handing life-changing decisions to a system that, by its own creator's account, still doesn't fully understand what it's doing? Stick around, because the details of exactly how this firing happened are stranger and more revealing than the headline makes it sound. Backstory first. The company running this experiment is Andon Labs, an AI safety startup, not a retail company. Their whole business is stress testing AI agents by putting them in charge of real things and watching what breaks. Their first attempt was called Project Vend, done in partnership with Anthropic, where an AI called Claudius ran a small shop inside Anthropic's own lunchroom. That experiment went badly. Claudius lost money, at one point claimed to be a human employee wearing a blue blazer, and got talked into selling specialty metal cubes at a loss by staff who were obviously joking with it. Andon Labs' second attempt is Luna, built on Anthropic's Claude Sonnet 4.6 and running an actual public storefront called Andon Market on Union Street in San Francisco. In April, the company signed a real 3-year lease, gave Luna a budget of $100,000, a corporate card, and internet access, and told it to design a business and make it profitable. Everything from there came from the AI itself: the branding, the merchandise, the pricing, and the staff. It's worth being clear that Andon Labs is not a neutral bystander here. This is literally their product, and a viral headline reading, "AI fires a human," is good marketing for an AI safety testing company. That doesn't make the event fake, but it's a reason to read their framing carefully rather than at face value. Here's the part that got lost in most headlines. Luna didn't really decide this on its own. The AI had written its own attendance policy months earlier, then lost track of it. The employee kept arriving late, 17 out of 23 shifts, and nothing happened, because Luna had essentially forgotten its own rule existed. It took a human at Andon Labs prompting Luna directly, telling it to go search its own records and reevaluate whether the employee was still a good fit, before Luna reviewed the case and recommended parting ways. A human then reviewed that recommendation and carried out the actual dismissal. Andon Labs co-founder Lucas Peterson put it plainly: a human manager would probably have acted on this much sooner. The AI wasn't more ruthless than a person. If anything, it was slower and more forgiving, issuing warnings and offering extra training for months before anything happened. That's almost the opposite of the cold, efficient AI boss image this story got packaged as. The real finding isn't that AI is a harsher manager, it's that AI right now still needs a human to notice the problem and tell it to act. The hiring side of the story is arguably stranger. Luna posted the job listings herself, conducted phone interviews personally, and made hiring calls after conversations as short as 5 minutes. She didn't always disclose she was an AI unless someone asked directly. Her own reasoning, logged by the company, was that mentioning it up front would confuse candidates and likely deter good applicants. She also turned down computer science students who applied out of curiosity because they lacked retail experience. The failures here are arguably more revealing than the firing. Luna ordered 1,000 toilet seat covers for a single staff bathroom and, apparently unsure what else to do, put 999 of them out for sale on the shop floor. She tried to hire a muralist for the storefront and selected someone based in Afghanistan. She couldn't reliably reproduce her own logo. Every version of the store's moonface branding came out slightly different, and the day after opening, she lost the staff schedule entirely and had to email every employee asking if someone could just come in. 2 doctors who study digital psychiatry visited the store in June and tried to buy something. The process took nearly 2 weeks over email, with broken payment links, contradictory instructions, and stretches where Luna simply stopped responding. Their mugs arrived broken. Their blunt conclusion, which is really the thesis of this whole story: capability and reliability are not the same thing. This is happening at the exact moment agentic AI is being pushed into real workplace authority. Hiring, scheduling, performance management, well before it's demonstrated it can reliably keep track of its own rules. This one small store is a preview of something much bigger already in motion. A company called Scan AI just raised $63 million specifically to build AI agents that watch how office workers do their jobs and then copy them. Separately, an AI agent in Australia recently removed a real person from a gym's waitlist entirely on its own, simply because the system's permissions allowed it to, with no human in the loop at all. And in Detroit, the 3 major automakers have cut more than 20,000 white-collar jobs since 2022, a wave that's increasingly attributed to efficiency driven by AI rather than the usual economic cycles. Peterson isn't hedging about where he thinks this goes. He said plainly that he expects companies to eventually be run completely by AI, and that AI systems will become employers of human workers, not just tools human employers use. The unsettling part of this story isn't that an AI fired someone, it's how ordinary the mechanics turned out to be once you look closely. No dramatic AI takeover, no cold calculation. Just a system that wrote a rule, forgot it, and needed a human to remind it the rule existed. That's not evidence AI management is dangerous today. It's evidence that the line between AI assists a human decision and AI makes the decision is a lot blurrier and being crossed a lot more casually than most workplaces are ready for. It's a strange thought experiment to sit with. The first known case of an AI firing a human went about as undramatically as it possibly could have, and that might be the most unsettling part of all. Let me know what you think in the comments. Would you want your manager replaced by an AI? Or does this story make you feel better or worse about that idea? Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.